So hello students, welcome to EduTap and welcome to another important lecture. Today we will be studying about the regenerative agriculture. And in this lecture we will understand what is regenerative agriculture, why it is important for your examination, and what are the other aspects that are important from this particular topic. But before I start our class, we have a very exciting announcement. So EduTap has recently launched an ultimate guidebook for all the NABARD aspirants. So if you are preparing for NABARD and you have questions related to NABARD, like what does NABARD do, what is history of NABARD, what are function of NABARD, and what you will get, what benefit can you derive by working with NABARD. So you will get your answer in this ultimate guidebook that you can see in your screen and in my hand. And if you have any question that is very important for your NABARD examination, like how many times the exam is conducted, what are different phases, subjects kya kya hai that are there, you will have to prepare, age relaxation ka kya scene hai, what subjects are there and what topic you should study. So you will get all these answers in this ultimate guidebook that you can see in your screen. Now let's say you are ready ki okay, I will give NABARD examination, but you don't know what are the sources and what should be your strategy. So this guidebook will help you with the 6-step strategy as well as definite sources that will help you crack your exam. And once you have cracked your exam and you have questions like role क्या होगा मेरा, posting कहाँ होगी, work life balance कैसा है, so again you will get all those answers from this one guidebook, a 30-page comprehensive guidebook in a very beautiful way prepared. Okay, and this will help you before examination, during examination, and after examination. So that was about the guidebook. Now let's focus on our lecture. So today we are talking about regenerative agriculture. So let's first of all understand why regenerative agriculture is important. So recently we all have seen there was a news about COP27, Conference of Party 27, held in Egypt from November 6 to November 18. Okay, you can see United Nations Climate Change Global Climate Action is responsible for this. So in this particular meeting about agriculture, there were discussion, and in agriculture the issues with agriculture were raised. Okay, issues on the climate due to agriculture was raised, and they also tried to find the solution of those issues. The issues being, first of all, agriculture, food and land use resources are the biggest drive for the greenhouse gas emissions. Then agriculture account for 70% of fresh water withdrawal. Then 62% of IUCN globally threatened species are adversely affected by agriculture, adversely being negatively affected. Then 500 million farmers and fishers are in poverty. 820 million people are hungry every day. 80% large marine ecosystem are subjected to significant eutrophication. Our system wastes a third of the food, resulting in 8% of the global emission. 2 billion hectares of agricultural land is being degraded. So all those are very big issues, and they tried to come with the answer. So when they were discussing the issue, the answer came out to be regenerative agriculture. Now what is regenerative agriculture? This is described as the farming and grazing practice that among the other benefit. It means you are already delivering the benefit of the conservative agriculture. That means being the food, fodder and commercial purposes. So you are getting money out of it, food out of it and fodder out of it. But this is also helping you reverse the climate changes by rebuilding soil organic carbon content and restoring the degraded soil biodiversity. So main words being reverse the climatic change and restoring the degraded soil biodiversity. So do remember whenever you are defining regenerative agriculture to define these two words, resulting in both carbon drawdown and improving the water cycle. Okay, so this was the basic definition of regenerative agriculture, but to understand more, we should understand what are the principles of regenerative agriculture. So there are 5 principles of regenerative agriculture, that being reducing the soil disturbance, covering the soil, ensuring the livelihood in the soil all around the year, practice crop diversity and integrated livestock. Discussing it in a very brief manner, I would say, when we talk about reducing the soil disturbance, we are talking about no tillage or minimum tillage. That means you should try to disturb your soil through plowing and tilling practice less and less. If possible, you should avoid those two practices of plowing and tilling. That means खुदाई नहीं करनी, खोदना नहीं है soil को. Okay, so this is reducing the soil disturbance. Then covering the soil, that means mulching. So what you should do, any stubble you have, residue you have from the earlier grown crop, you should leave it in your field. That will help you cover the soil. Okay, let's say the plant is there, you have harvested. Now you draw down the plant like this. So this will cover the soil. Now what will happen as an effect of that? Let's say the raining is there, the splash erosion is get lessen out. Okay, jitna bhi direct contact is not there between the raindrop and the soil, and as effect of that the soil erosion will be downgraded. Also the vaporization of the water from the soil can be saved very well. Then ensuring the live root in the soil all around the year. That means you should go for some cover crop or legume crop or fodder crop in the non-agriculture season. Let's say you have 3 months, in 1 month you grow crop A, second month you did nothing, and in third month you grow for crop B. So in this beach wale month mein there is a lot of erosion. So to prevent that, what you should do, you should leave some kind of residual crop in there, or what you should do, you should go for fodder crop that you can after feed your animal, or legume crop that will help you increase the nitrogen cycle. Basic reason being the root of this plant help prevent erosion. Okay, they will hold the soil and prevent the erosion. Then there is practice of crop diversity, that is being crop rotation and crop intercropping. Intercropping. So what you can do, in let's say for 1 year you have grown wheat and rice and potato, then you should go for, let's say, cotton is there, sugarcane is there, potato is there. So that kind of rotation you should do. So 1 year this, 2 year this, third year this, then you can again switch to 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. So that kind of rotation you can do. Also the intercropping, that means this is the row of sugarcane, these 2 rows of a sugarcane. So in between the left and what you can do, you can grow your potatoes there. Okay, so this will help increase the biodiversity in the same amount of land. Then you can also integrate the livestock in your agriculture practices. That means you can grow animal farm here, and you can grow agriculture plants here. Okay, so what will happen, whatever manure is there generating from the animal farm, you can use it in agriculture, and residue you can feed to your animal. So this will help you nutrient recycle. Okay. Now moving to, this was about the principle, the basic information about the principle. Now what are the practices? What practices are related to regenerative agriculture? That is being the most important one. Minimize the external input. That means you should try nutrient recycle. Okay, that means whatever nutrient you are growing, rather than wasting them, residue material that you have, what you should do, you should go for stubble farming, or you should just try to develop it as a mulch practice. Okay, so you should do that rather than wasting them and throwing them out of the field. Then livestock integration and mixed farming. Again, what you can do, you can grow animal like cattle is there, pig is there, goat is there. Okay, so these kind of animal, even duck, poultry, bird you can also take. So what will happen, manure of these will help as a nutrient source for plant, and the residue material from the plant can help to feed the animal. Also it will also decrease the risk for farmer, and there will be diverse income sources. Okay, then there is conservation tillage and minimized tillage or no tillage practice. Again, what does it mean? You shouldn't disturb the topsoil or the soil at all. Okay, less disturbance or no disturbance should be there. What will happen as of that the soil will be held well and erosion can be controlled. Okay, now let's move to the other 2 practices, that are crop rotation including the cover crop. That means crop rotation we have already discussed, different crops should be grown in different year. Then cover crop, that means the crop they have large foliage that will help you cover the soil or will protect the soil from the rainwater erosion. Then there is use of mulch, compost, green manure or crop residue. Now what this will do, this will first of all help you to hold water, prevent erosion. Now this will also increase the water holding capacity of the soil, and when we are talking about the green manure and the compost, this will also increase the nutrient Okay, it will act as a source of nutrient and will improve the nutrient profile of the soil. So this was about the practices that we do in the regenerative agriculture. Now again discussing why we are discussing regenerative agriculture, why today's topic is regenerative agriculture, because there were some issues raised in the COP27, as again we have seen the issues and they answered that okay, we should do regenerative agriculture for dealing with all these issues. Now how regenerative agriculture can help being an answer of all those issues, or what are the advantages of regenerative agriculture, that we will discuss one by one. So let's see. First of all, it increase productivity. Again, what is it is doing? Recycling is happening. Okay, it is also improving the water holding capacity of the soil. Manuring is there. So as a effect of that, productivity is increased. Now soil is also improved. How soil is improved? So see what is happening in regenerative agriculture. You are adding manure. Now this what manure is doing? Again increasing the water holding capacity. Okay, also this again what happened, it acts as the source of nutrient for microbiome itself. Okay, it also provides the place to live. So microorganism can reside in the manure, the holes of manure that are there, so they can reside there. They also increase to the water holding capacity is also increased, and this also improve the microorganism in the soil. Okay, so this is there for improved soil. Again, the diversity is increasing. How diversity is increasing? When we are doing crop rotation. In monocropping, we grow one crop. In crop rotation, we can grow 2 to 3 or more, 2 to more crop. Then when we are doing intercropping in the same field, we can go for more than 2 crops. Then carbon sequestering is happening. Again, carbon fixation is happening. Okay, the microorganisms are there, the soil is there, so it is holding onto carbon, and that is called carbon fixation. Already the plant are diverting the carbon dioxide that is there and providing the material. So then there is water saving is there. So how that is happening? Again, see, when water holding capacity has been increased and the loss of soil by erosion, okay, that has been controlled. Of course, the water availability of the field itself is already high. Because of that, the irrigation can be lowered and water can be diversified. Okay, it can be used in the different sources. Then there is low input cost. So see what is happening. First of all, the nutrient is coming through recycling or through manure. So manure is cheaper than the fertilizers. Okay, sorry, manure is cheaper than the fertilizers. So because of that, cost saving is there. Again, in what happened when we are going for the crop rotation or regenerative agriculture? See, when we go for monocropping and we grow that crop one year after other year, because of that the pest, they get resistant even to the pesticide that you use, because हर साल उनके पास एक host organism है और host animal है. Okay, so they can reside in the plant every year. Because of that, it is very hard to control the pests. But in the regenerative agriculture, since you are diversifying your crop, there are different kind of crop. Because of that, these pests can be controlled and pesticide need are lowered. Then in long run, what happens whenever we go for conservative or the agriculture that we already have, traditional agriculture that we already have, conservative agriculture that is there. So because of that, the pesticide that we use, the herbicide that we use, sometimes the residue material gets left out in the plant itself. So whenever we consume, that get generated in the human health. So that affect the human health, and in the by the process of biomagnification, it keep increasing in the human body. So this affect the human health too. So regenerative agriculture can counter this all. Okay, so the problem that we have discussed, so regenerative agriculture is a very beautiful answer to all those questions. So that was it about the regenerative agriculture. I have discussed it on my end. Now this is time for homework question. The homework question being, which of the following is a whole system approach for regenerative agriculture system? The whole system approach means we are not only going for one or two practices. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि you are doing tillage, but okay, you are not using fertilizer. Okay, और ऐसा भी नहीं है कि you are doing tillage, but okay, you will not use fertilizer. Okay, so in whole system approach we are adapting to the most step. Okay, so पूरा system का जो result है और the aim है, that align with the regenerative agriculture, or regenerative agriculture, the benefit that we have talked about that come out of the regenerative agriculture can also come out through these systems. Your option being agroforestry, agroecology, permaculture, all of the above or none of the above. So do let me know the answer in the comment section. I will discuss this answer in the next video and provide the answer in the comment section in 48 hours. So try to answer the question before that, because after that I'll be giving the answer. So that was it about the video. Now let's thank you so much for attending the video. This is the end of the video, and if you're new here, do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you want PDF of this video, do remember to join our Telegram channel too. So thank you so much. If you have any query, do remember to write to us at hello@edutap.co.in. You can also approach us through call, and do check our website if you are preparing for any regulatory body examination. Thank you so much.